Hey, I'm Marco Schwartz, and as for every month, I wanted to give you a short update about my portfolio and how it actually performed in September 2019. So, as usual, I will give you a tour of my portfolio, how it performed in general, and then we'll also dive into some platforms because I want to show you more details about what's going on those specific platforms. And also at the end, I will tell you what are my plans for the next month in terms of investing. So without further ado, I will go over to my computer and show you this portfolio update for September 2019. Okay, so we are now logged into my TradeInvest account, which I will basically use to show you all my results about September 2019 on my portfolio. So here you can see the overview of my account. So that's on your left, as usual, the total amount of money that I have, so the current value of this portfolio, and on the right, the accumulated income since I actually started investing back in 2015, so summer of 2015 here. So what you can see, basically during the past months, I had said I've been using a lot of the income to actually pay for personal expenses as we are traveling a lot. So you can see portfolio is pretty flat during the past months. However, the gain is still going strong. You can see that's probably like nearly a straight line for the past like 2 years or something. So that's something I'm really happy about. Yield is just a bit under 7% actually. Since the moment I wrote my review, it's been going down a little bit because some stocks again gain value, therefore the yield actually went down, but that's not something I'm very worried about. Overall, I'm really satisfied by those numbers here. And as usual, a bit over 1,000 euros a month of passive income. So let's now go into some details about this portfolio, starting with crowdlending platforms. So I will go to the overview here. As you can tell, also nothing much to report about here. It went a bit down here. It's mainly because I took some money out of platforms that had some cash drag, and I plan to reinvest that into new platforms in the coming months. So I will tell a bit about that later. That's explain this little down curve here. Here also very linear gains over the past basically 2 years, so nothing to report here, no issue at all. Yield is about 9%. It's basically due because I have two parts in this crowdlending platforms, like more like real estate crowdfunding platforms, which has the yield more like around 5%, and peer-to-peer lending platform, which are usually above 12. That's basically a mix of that end up with this yield around 9%. Let's now see some actual details about those platforms. So I will go in my portfolio view here. So that's all the platforms that I have in my portfolio. I just want to show you some of them more in details. The first one I want to show you is Mintos, because I had a lot of actual question about Mintos recently. Basically, the issue that some people raise is that interest rates on Mintos are a bit falling down, meaning that there are no more loans with interest above 10.5% at the moment. For me, as I wrote on some forums and also my Facebook group, it's nothing really to worry about. That's just the market. It happened before. So most probably interest rate will go back up, and still 10.5% is great for investment. So I have really nothing to worry about. My strategy here is basically I didn't touch anything on my auto invest settings. They are still put on every loan above 11% of interest rate. So this means that it creates some cash drag on the platforms, which explains this little dip here, that I basically be taking money out of Mintos to put it on other platforms. This is really just temporary, and whenever interest rates go back up, I will have again this cash being invested on platform, and it will be just as usual. So nothing to worry about here. Mintos is still a great platform, still my number one platform that I recommend because it's so big, it's so easy to use, and it returns, as you can see from this graph here, great returns since I actually started to invest on the platform in August 2015. So here, that was for Mintos. I want to go back to my portfolio. What I also wanted to show you especially is StateGrow, because I got a lot of questions actually about StateGrow, because in my previous portfolio updates, I actually showed you some pretty flat curve about my gains on the platform. And this was basically just some glitch between the data that they actually export and how I actually import the data into TrackInvest. There were some issues here. I worked with them, I modified TrackInvest as well, and now everything's back to normal. So here you can see that my income actually raised a lot during the past months. That's because some projects that are, like 12 months and a bit more, actually started to pay off on the platform, and that explains this steep gain here of income. So my yield is currently around 8%. It's still a bit far away from what the platform say that I should have, like expected yield in the future. So we'll see how that works out, but definitely this yield has only been going up during the past month. So I'm really looking forward to my results with StateGrow in the future. Also, as usual, I didn't have any defaults on the platform. There is still one loan that it's, I think, more than 30 days late, but no default so far, so nothing bad to report about StateGrow here. So let's finish by going into some platform that I taught a bit less, usually on my blog. So I just want to highlight those here. Peerberry, very good results. Overall, like nearly 11% of yield, which is what they actually advertise on the platforms. That's perfect here. I can see really nothing to say, like perfect, like linear curve of gains. Income just going up a little bit here as basically reinvest everything on the platform. Quite similar for another platforms I wanted to highlight here, which is VIA Invest. Also, very similar yield to what they announced on the website, and also very linear curves here. So two platforms that I really like more and more, Peerberry, VIA Invest, because they also deliver very solid results, and I never had any issues so far. Just a little thing here, since the recent update of TrackInvest, you can actually just click on this button here, and you can actually leave a review for the platform. So this really helps other investors to know, not just from me, right? Because I review platforms, but from other investors, what they actually think about those platforms. So yeah, I will actually show you. If you just click on leave a review, this will guide you to the TrackInvest website, where you can actually leave this review here. And you also see the average yields of all investors that are actually investing on TrackInvest. So it's like a verified yield over many investors. You can see somebody actually left a review already here. So if you could do that, if you're using TrackInvest, it would be awesome, because it really helps other investors and the community as in general to know in which platform they should invest in. All right, we are back to TrackInvest here. And to finish, I want to show you my stock portfolio. So it's been slowly going up again, because I sold a lot of positions here because the market was really high. So it's now going up again recently. So the results here, the accumulated dividend on this curve are also quite linear. So everything's still paying dividend as expected. I have a yield of 4.3%, which is actually great for a dividend paying portfolio. That's basically all I wanted to show you here. I didn't add any new position in this portfolio compared to last month, so I don't want to go into more details, but the dividend part of my portfolio is still doing very well, very strong, and still paying dividend exactly as expected, even if the market is quite volatile these days. So let's go back to the overview to sum up. So again, a very good month for my portfolio, still very strong. I'm still trying, to move in some money from some platforms to try some new platforms that I want to review and try for my portfolio. So next month, I will be investing probably on two new platforms. First one is Monetera, and second one is Twitzel. So I will try those two platforms, invest again with my own money, and publish the reviews. I will also be soon publishing my review of BridgeStarter, which is a very cool platform that focuses on vacation rentals. So I'm really excited about that as well. This will be published definitely during the month of October. So watch out for that, and yeah, thank you for watching this review. Alright, this is already the end of this portfolio update for September 2019. I really hope that you enjoyed it. As for all my updates, I also of course created a recent version of this portfolio update. You will find that just below the video. So I really hope again that it can really help you to, for example, select platforms to invest in or for your overall investment strategy. If you have any questions about these updates or about investing in general, don't hesitate to leave them just below the video. That being said, thank you again for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.